Hey guys, thanks for joining me. I'm here with a special review. This time, a figure I made for the 2014 Secret Santa over on thefloosh.com. I've been involved over there for many years on the customizing boards, and it's always a pleasure to participate in the Secret Santa. Some great customizers this year. I'm filming this review before I send my figure out and before I've received mine. I might do like an unboxing of what I receive, but there's some great customizers this year. It's gonna be really interesting to see what people come up with. Anyway, the list I got was mainly populated by some, I don't know, young adult characters from a comic called Avengers Arena, which I'm not familiar with. Me not reading really any of the contemporary comics or familiar with any of the younger characters. So what I did was I just looked through them. I looked through reference material, seeing who had the most visually appealing design. And I went with Cammi here, who's basically just a teenager in a spacesuit with a blaster and a jetpack. And that was really all I needed, to be honest. I thought it'd be a lot of fun to tackle. So let's take a closer look at her. I'll go over some of the stuff I did, the base body I used, etc. Okay, so luckily, Marvel Legends had just introduced the young female teen body. I think the Jubilee Build-A-Figure makes use of it, and of course the Marvel Legends Infinite Spider-Girl, which is what I used here. So what I did first was Dremel everything down, because she has quite a developed comic book chest, the Spider-Girl figure, and I thought that wouldn't really be suitable. I think Cammi's supposed to be a little bit younger, and then her spacesuit's kind of bulky, so not as form-fitting as some of the spandex suits that these superheroes wear. So what I did was I basically just made use of that body, and the head is a cast of the Scarlett Johansson Black Widow, and I resculpted the mouth just so it didn't look so much like Scarlett Johansson, and then just sculpted new hair on top. And some of those sci-fi details on the sides of her head, I don't know what those are in the context of her character. And basically the rest was just sculpting over the entire body while maintaining the articulation. So let's take a look at this. The head is on a ball joint, goes up and down, side to side. Shoulders, lateral, 90 degrees. Have this elbow joint right here. This is one of the original hands that came with this figure, and I spliced a shooting hand from Black Widow on there, and that is glued into place just so I could have that angle permanently. She also has this upper torso swivel. There wasn't much motion to begin with, and I just kind of kept it the way it was. 90-degree hips, double jointed knees, with the knee pads glued and sculpted on there. No boot top swivel, and then some nice ankle rockers. So pretty basic in terms of Marvel Legends articulation. I wanted to keep it as posable as possible so that the recipient could fully enjoy on his or her shelf. So let's take a look at some of the detail work. Now what I decided to do was just kind of just go 100% on this one and sculpt the entire spacesuit, because I thought just the way it's a full body uniform and it would wrinkle in certain places, and it would just be much easier to sculpt it around the joints and everything to get the full look, and once painted you could really tell. She also has the collar around her neck where her helmet attaches, I assume, and like some kind of breathing device under her chin. And let's see, she has this belt that goes all the way around, and her jetpack. In some of the art, these are connected to like a main harness which goes all the way around. I just kind of compromised and made sure to complete or include both elements without really completing them as one thing. Just as long as they were both there, I thought it was pretty satisfactory. And the knee pads were sculpted separately. On the knee joint, once they dried, I popped them off and then glued them back on so they would stay permanently. And then I also sculpted her like all-terrain spacesuit boots. And the rest was just paint, different washes, dry brushes to make it look dirty and gritty, like she's been out and about. Same thing goes on the face and the head, just paint. And then I also included her accessory because she needed a plasma pistol. And this gun is from a Marvel Legends Domino figure. I thought it had a nice sci-fi feel to it. Alright guys, there she is, Avengers Arena Cammi for Secret Santa 2014 on the Whoosh. Not much more to say about her. I approached this purely from like character design standpoint. I didn't really do any research on what goes on in the comic or even what her background is. Sometimes I'll do it this way, sometimes I'll really get into the character for a commission, it depends. But with this one, I felt that I could stop at her visual representation. She's been drawn by a lot of people. She's depicted on the covers of many of those comics by different artists, so it was really fun to bring my own interpretation to it and just kind of keep the basic elements and go in my own direction. So I'm excited to get this to the recipient, and I hope that they're happy with it, and I'm curious to see their reaction. So thanks for checking out my review, guys. I'll see you later.